Sister wives. Meri Brown demanded closure amid split. And Meri Brown admits questioning if Robyn wanted her to leave. Also Meri Brown baffled over fans' interest in the family. I will explain everything. Watch this video until end. Hey lovely viewers. Welcome to my 2S Gossip channel. Sister Wives star Meri Brown seems content with her decision to divorce Kody. However, she also recently admitted she demanded closure while they were breaking up. Most Sister Wives fans agree that Cody Brown was less than amicable as he navigated his triple divorces. In fact, many viewers felt saddened to see him treat Meri so horribly and cast her aside. To make matters worse, he had no problem speaking harshly about her in confessionals. Eventually, it got to the point where Meri put her foot down and demanded a conversation. See what she had to say. Meri Brown felt disheartened Kody wouldn't speak to her. On screen, fans could clearly see that Kody and Meri Brown's marriage was crumbling before their very eyes. Between the catfish scandal and the official divorce so Kody could adopt Robyn's kids, the situation seemed more dire than the year before. But according to Meri, Kody never really seemed interested in discussing their situation. Instead, she had to force a conversation on him. There were things that I wanted to bring up, that I wanted to be talked about, and they were. And then there were things that he was like, he said some really silly things. And I'm like, really? She said during her appearance on the Sarah Fraser podcast. I had heard tangents and I had heard temper tantrums and stuff like that, but he and I never had that. Up until that year, we had not had those definite conversations. He was not saying those things to me, the TLC star continued. Meri added that it infuriated her to see Kody say awful things about her in confessionals on Sister Wives. But for whatever reason, he refused to say them to her face. Meri Brown is at least thankful for her child, Leon. Not every second of her marriage to Cody Brown was a nightmare. However, she does sort of feel like she wasted many years of her life on him. I'm a little bit mixed on it. Sometimes, if I'm in more of a negative headspace, for lack of a better term, like if I'm feeling like that, I'm like, gosh dang it. Why couldn't we just figure this out a long time ago? I could have dated in my 40s rather than dated in my 50s, she shared in the interview. The Sister Wives star concluded the interview by stating she has no regrets over ending her marriage. Although Sister Wives star, Meri Brown, stayed in the relationship with Cody Brown and her sister wives, questions still run through her head about their intentions. She talks about some of the things that arise when she thinks about her interactions with Robyn Brown when she left. Meri Brown dishes on life away from Kody. During an interview with Sarah Fraser on July 29, Meri Brown and Jen Sullivan discuss life after Cody Brown. In the podcast The Sarah Fraser Show, Meri answers a few burning questions by the host. One thing she made clear is she and Kody are never ever getting back together. Notably, she breaks out in song with the lyrics of Taylor Swift to answer Sarah. Furthermore, they touch on the famous barndominium that Kody suggested Meri Brown build and live in. After the mention of storing Meri in the upstairs apartment of his barn, Sarah talks about the outrageous interest in Coyote Pass. Likewise, Sarah compares the viewership of Coyote Pass topics to those of her Taylor Swift-themed shows, Big. Undoubtedly, there is a huge hype around who owns what now. She then directly asks Meri about what she owns, but she diverts from the question. Undoubtedly, wanting to leave some secrets for the upcoming Sister Wives season. As the conversation with Sarah Fraser continued, Meri Brown gave her stance on where she and Kody and Robyn Brown stand now. Notably, Sarah thanks Kody and Robyn for showing up even if they are sometimes seen as the villain of the show. But Meri admits she has been the villain at times, and that it is just part of the life of reality TV. Furthermore, Sarah asks Meri about her relationship with Kody and Robyn. When the subject of Robyn was introduced, Sarah asked, "Did Robyn really want you to stay?" Admittedly, Meri Brown is unsure. Undeniably, there is doubt in her mind. Meri says, I don't know. Meri was close with Robyn at one point, but they aren't now. However, wanting to give Robyn the benefit of the doubt, she says, I think that she did want me to stay. I feel like that she was sad. Wanting to trust she was real, I feel like that she had this idea when she came in the family, of, this big plural family. I really think that. But when she stops to reflect for a minute, when talking about Robyn, she reveals, but then things were not matching up either. She also says she got that from Kody too. Additionally, she finds that there are a lot of blurry details in the relationship. She mentions with Kody and Robyn, there was a lot of confusion, let's just say. Where did they stand now? After Sister Wives star, Meri Brown, expresses she has some doubt about Robyn Brown's intentions, Sarah Fraser follows up with wondering how they are now. Meri says, I've seen them on occasion and talked and texted a little bit, but it's not, I'm in this place where I'm moving forward with my life. Then, she shares they aren't necessarily aligning with her current plans. She adds, there's aspects of my life that they still need to be involved in, but my day-to-day is my best friend, or my day-to-day is my people that are helping me to move forward. Further saying, and I don't want to interact with people that are not helping me to move forward. While she is always connected with Kody since they share a child, Leon Brown, they don't socialize often. Meri Brown has been part of Sister Wives since season 1 premiered on TLC in 2010. Although the relationships have grown and changed over the years, fans continuously tune in to keep up with the Browns. According to Meri, many followers ask her about Coyote Pass. That's something she wasn't quite expecting. The property caused quite a bit of contention among Cody Brown and his wives. Several of the women didn't feel like they were receiving an equal share. I didn't realize there was so much interest in Coyote Pass, Meri admitted on a recent episode of the Sarah Fraser show. It's funny how people go there to take a picture, it's funny. I didn't realize it was such a big thing. Of course, Sarah was curious to learn more about the property's status. However, Meri wasn't willing to elaborate much. More than likely, she signed an NDA, not to disclose certain aspects of the Brown family's personal lives until the show talks about it. Check out Meri's appearance on the podcast here. Being a reality television star definitely comes with some perks. But Meri and her friend Jen also admitted they often receive unwanted attention from viewers. As Sister Wives fans know, Meri and Jen run an inn in Utah. While they welcome eager guests who want to stay at the inn, they also reportedly receive nosy viewers who ask intrusive questions about the Brown family. After listening to the podcast episode, many fans sympathized with the women. Many acknowledge that some reality television fans don't know when to respect healthy boundaries. Meri also acknowledged the series can't go on forever. These die-hard fans will have to move on with their lives eventually. No show ever goes on forever. Right, but you can't predict it either. I don't think that we ever would have thought that we would have gone this long. You know what I mean. And we have, she shared. Sister Wives fans have loved to hate on Cody Brown in recent years. However, it wasn't always that way. Recently, several fans discussed when they think Kody took on the villain role and really turned evil. Here is what they had to say about it. When did Cody Brown become evil? It's hard to believe that a little more than 14 years ago, Cody Brown had 3 wives and a big happy family. The group shared 13 children together, and Cody was deeply involved in the lives of all his children and wives. When his 4th wife, Robyn, was introduced into the family in 2010, things took a turn for the worse for Cody. Robyn's introduction into the home and the polyamorous relationship was tumultuous. It impacted the relationships with Meri, Janelle, and Christine Brown. Eventually, it led to their breakup with Cody as well. The Sister Wives patriarch no longer placed any effort into his relationships with the other women. Instead, he focused solely on Robyn and her children. Several Sister Wives fans recently took to Reddit to talk about when Cody's downfall began. One person posed the question, when did Cody turn evil? A number of people said that they believed Cody Brown has always been the same person he is today. I think Cody has always been Cody, one fan commented, while another agreed, Cody was always this person. They continued, he went deeper into the rabbit hole in Vegas as the family became more independent, the kids grew up and the wives had fewer worries. Another person had a more specific answer to the question. They believed the true Switch in Kody happened between Season 11 and Season 12 of Sister Wives. Season 11 he was still his old self, goofy and optimistic, they wrote. Season 12 opens and he's an unhinged arrogant Ashla. The craziest thing about it is no one else on the show seems to notice or address the change. The person pointed out, when 3 of his wives decided to leave him, the Sister Wives star attempted to portray himself as the victim. He placed the blame on the other wives for not trying hard enough to connect with Robyn. As his other relationship dissolved, he even tried to blame Meri, Janelle, and Christine for what he saw as the inevitable failure of his 4th marriage. Kody started to freak out about not being ready for monogamy. That said, some Sister Wives fans think that Cody Brown could potentially turn things around when it comes to his kids. Although the other women have moved on from their relationships with Kody, apologizing to them and attempting to bond with his children could go a long way. In the end, fans would likely be more willing to show support for Kody if he made this kind of change. However, not many people think a true change is in the cards for Cody Brown. His poor behavior during the pandemic demonstrated how stubborn he can be. It also showed his lack of concern for how his actions impact the people around him. Sister Wives star Meri Brown has been through quite a lot in her lifetime. Although some of the circumstances were absolutely terrible, Meri is thankful for the lessons they taught her. In a recent traffic jam, the TLC star felt incredibly grateful that she learned patience during her lifetime of trials. See what she had to share with fans online. Meri Brown faces heavy California traffic. California is no stranger to traffic jams. However, the state is currently experiencing a massive wildfire that's also impacting traffic levels. Sister Wives star Meri Brown found herself stuck on the interstate recently and described how she survived the situation. This past weekend, I had the, shall we say, experience of the massive I-15 shutdown on my way home from CA. #IYKYK, Meri shared on Instagram. Spending 14 hours on the road rather than what normally should have taken less than 5 was interesting, to say the least. I feel like in the past few years, or maybe decade, I've learned the power of patience. So this drive wasn't that big of a deal as far as that goes. The TLC star went on to say that she felt incredibly blessed that she drove a hybrid car so she still had plenty of gas to reach her destination. Even though it was an obnoxious situation, it also made her realize how much she grew as a person. Moving forward at a very slow pace is still moving forward, Meri continued. Inching forward, no matter the speed, is going to get you somewhere. So next time you're working on a goal, or feel a little stuck, or aren't sure what to do next, just find a little something. It doesn't have to be huge, but just move. You'll get there if you keep moving. Promise. Overall, Meri's Instagram followers seemed impressed that she handled the situation with such grace and dignity. Without a doubt, that same situation would have pushed many people to their breaking points. Instagram users commented, "Thanks for the inspiration. I needed that. Good attitude gets you farther toward happiness, whatever that may be." Sounds like a lot of healing in this post. Very well said, Meri. Thanks for the kind words. My friends lost their houses in this fire. Inching forward is all they have and a lot of the time all we have. It's good to remember that. Moving forward at a very slow pace is still moving forward. I needed to read that. Thank you. GRRRL. You represent patience with what you've been through. Power on. Thanks for watching this video. What do you think about this video? Told on comment box and subscribe our channel.